Have you ever noticed that two women can walk into the same room and people react to them completely differently, even when they're both attractive? One woman gets attention immediately, the other blends in. So, what's actually causing that difference? And the interesting part is that it's not always about who is technically prettier, because beauty isn't just subjective, it's also layered. And here's where the beauty hierarchy comes into play. Because some traits carry more weight than others. And if you know how to compound these traits, everything becomes amplified about you and you're going to stand out more. This is why some women seem to move through the world with more ease, more attention, and more social leverage. So, in this video, I want to talk about what I call the hidden hierarchy of female beauty and the 7 layers that shape how your beauty is perceived. Now, not everyone will rank them the same way, but together they are a pretty powerful combo. The first layer is facial beauty. You've got a pretty face. When someone looks at you for the first time, they're looking at your face before anything else. How's your face shaped? Is it round? Is it long? Do you have cheekbones? That kind of thing. Basically, facial symmetry. They look at your skin, your eyes, your teeth. People say personality matters, but people only pay attention to personality after your first impression. And I spoke about that in another video because people are sizing you up first. As humans, we react to visual information, but a pretty face is only one piece of the hierarchy. And this is why there are some women with average looks, like, ordinary facial features, but they make themselves become attractive because of the layers that come next. And this includes your body shape and level of fitness. This is the second layer. It includes body proportions, your posture, muscle tone, and I think these things will affect how good you look in clothes. So when someone takes care of their body, it shows because it's signaling discipline, it's signaling commitment to healthcare and your wellness. Fitness also changes the way clothes fit, and it even changes the way someone holds themselves. Many people notice that when they become leaner, stronger, healthier, the way people treat them changes, not just in dating, but in everyday reactions with your family and friends too. It's not simply about being thin, it's about looking physically maintained. So, in period, if you're a woman with a healthy body, you've just elevated your overall attractiveness, even if you consider yourself quote unquote average looking. And think about it. Would you rather an average looking guy who's fit or a cute, overweight guy? The same thing applies to women. The third layer is your grooming and presentation. Presentation matters. Grooming matters. If you're a beautiful woman, but you have the wrong hairstyle, for example, it will diminish your overall presentation. If you look at a woman walking on the street and her lace is coming up off her head, it affects her presentation. This layer is powerful because you can totally control, your presentation. Even if you have, let's say, for example, 20 items in your wardrobe for work. If they all look good on you, you can get away with them, wearing repetitive outfits for a while, versus someone who maybe changes her outfits more often, but her clothes look cheap in terms of the material or they don't fit. And how you groom yourself creates an impression as well. Two people can have similar features and similar body types, but if one is well groomed and the other is not, the difference becomes obvious. So grooming, clear skin, washed hair, all of these things communicate effort. And many glow-ups happen at this level. When someone improves their hair care, their skincare routine, their clothes, they're putting on a little nail polish or getting their nails done. These things elevate their appearance. Number 4 is style and just having an aesthetic. Style is different from grooming because grooming is about maintenance. Style is about identity. Style is the color someone chooses, the silhouettes they wear, and, the overall aesthetic that they're building around themselves. This is where someone starts to look intentional rather than simply well-maintained. Style makes people stand out because it communicates your taste. If you decide to wear, boots every day, that's communicating something. If you decide to wear heels or flats, that also communicates something about your style. If everyone around you has on sweatpants and you're wearing fitted pants or a dress, you're going to be noticed. So I want you to think about how you're presenting yourself visually. The 5th thing is youthfulness. And I don't mean age because we're only 16 once. I mean things like clear skin, bright eyes, healthy hair. You're not going about your day, slow all the time. You have some energy in terms of how you move because people are checking for outward signs of good health no matter what your age is. Think about watching your older aunt in her peer group. It's the lively women, the lively ones who are going to get attention. When you think, I want to be like that at her age, you're looking at someone who looks radiant within her peer group, who's still enjoying life and who appreciates her age. So that's what I mean by youthfulness. The 6th layer is social proof and status, because beauty is a currency and it's amplified by the environment someone is associated with. This includes the people you're seen with and the lifestyle signals you're in. When someone appears connected to high-value environments or to high, influential circles, people often perceive them as more attractive. And I'm thinking of an actor everyone thinks is so good looking, and he isn't to me. But somehow he is more good looking than the man who makes, let's say, a third of his income, even if they have similar looks. You get what I'm saying? Status, social proof makes people more attractive. Someone may already be attractive, but when they are surrounded by luxury or they have influence, there's this, even if they have a title, it increases their attractiveness. You and I know this in terms of their attractiveness level going up. And we can't get away from the fact that social proof, what you got, shapes perception because it signals to others that this person holds value within a broader social context. Finally, let's talk about the last layer, which is having presence. Having presence, carrying yourself like somebody, holds weight. Your confidence, your body language, your composure, all of these things can be attractive. You and I can see 2 women with a similar look, or let's say we're watching models walk on a runway, but one person stands out because she has a stronger presence. Presence affects how other people respond to someone. The energy of a woman who knows herself, who knows her value, feels heavier in a good way. She could be in and out of a store. She runs in, she runs out, she doesn't even say much, but you feel the presence. You know she matters to the people in her ecosystem. And compound or layer this with the face or the body or, she's groomed well. It's powerful. I don't know why I'm visualizing a 7-layer dip or food with some layers. But when you eat something that has visible layers and you combine it, that's a different experience than the individual ingredients one by one. It's a structure. So In wrapping up, beauty isn't just about beauty, because some people will naturally rank higher in one area and lower in another. But you can build your attractiveness intentionally by strengthening the areas you can control. This is why I think every woman can become more beautiful. Every guy, because there are some guys who watch this channel, y'all can become more handsome. Many of the most important layers in the hierarchy, like fitness, presence, your face card, well, even that's not even a fixed trait, but more so, your fitness, your presence, your body. These things could change with effort. They're choices. So choose to strengthen whatever layer is important to you. And even if you focus on one at a time, you'll see how people respond to you. Improve your grooming, improve your style and aesthetics, put on makeup, exercise and get healthy. People will respond to you differently. And you will recognize this ladder of beauty for yourself. And you first have to see the ladder to be able to climb it. Consider this information, not instruction. That's all for today.